Hello, welcome back to Loners React. Ooh, that rhymed. This is episode 312.
Yes.
We've been waiting for you. Okay, anyway. Thanks for joining us, and we're so happy to see you. We missed you. Looking good. Feel free to subscribe and to like this video. Also, we have a vlog channel. We say it every video. I know you hear us say it. If you haven't checked it out, lower your expectations and go in the description and just click that link that Brian placed below.
Yeah, even if you don't watch them, just let them play on the background.
Go check
We
us out
appreciate it.
in the wild, in our most vulnerable state, and entertain yourself, I guess.
All right.
Anyway, back to the video.
So today we're going to do a video by Uncle Walter, by Walter's World. 10 things Americans should never take to Europe. Let's see.
Hey there, fellow travelers, Mark here with Walter's World, and today we're in Stratford-upon-Avon in England.
Was that
and today
one
what I
word?
want to talk about are things that American tourists shouldn't pack when they come to Europe, because I see people bringing so many things they don't need, and it just makes your life so much difficult when you travel. So I really want to focus on a few things, because I've seen all these like BuzzFeed videos and influencer videos and articles about, oh, here are the 20 things you need to make your next 7-hour flight to Europe so much easier. Yeah, but then your next 2 weeks of backpacking around Europe are much more difficult having to carry all those things. And the thing is, some of those lists actually have some good stuff in there, you know, like, oh, if you're going to bring, wear compression socks if you're going to be traveling. Yes, that's really good for circulation, especially for old fart like me, right?
Well,
But the thing
I don't understand what compression socks are. They just help blood flow?
Yeah, because I believe your blood gets like... Hold on. It makes sense in my brain. Okay. I don't think your blood is circulating when you're higher up in the air, because like pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it helps the flow continue. Probably wrong. All I know is that when I don't wear them for a longer flight, I feel the difference. I get like a Charlie horse that night or the following day, and it's just not a good time.
Interesting.
is sometimes they have things that are just so like mind-bogglingly dumb. Like, oh, you should bring a mini iron. You
Hell yeah.
realize the hotels in Europe have irons? Yeah, they do. You don't need to bring one. Or my personal favorite, make sure you have a seat back organizer for your flight to keep all your stuff together. Do you need a seat back organizer when you're like at work for 6 hours or 7 hours? No. So that's what I want you to think about. The just dumb
All right.
things on those.
Sorry, Walter, we're not flying first class over here like the video you showed right now.
Right, but also I've never seen someone do that.
I haven't either.
We live in a time of overconsumption. Are we shocked?
list when you're like, oh, that sounds kind of interesting, but do I want to lug it around? Anytime you go, do I really want to lug it around? And you think no, don't pack it, okay? But let's go into more specific things. And I think that goes into really, don't pack too much. Some people just bring too many things when they travel, and that kind of impacts what they're going to do. Because the more stuff you have, the easier it is to rob you, because you're not going to run after me if you've got 3 bags. If I take one, what are you going to do? Leave the other 2 behind? No, so you don't want to pack too much. And the thing when I think about too much, one, don't pack too many shoes. I know this sounds crazy. I know there's some people saying, Mark, that's heresy. But this is from Jocelyn and my mother, who's an image consultant. And they both say basically 2 pairs of shoes. One you wear when you fly over and one you pack. That's the best way to do it. Now, if you have special events you're going to, that's different, but listen, shoes take up a lot of space, like a ton of space.
They do
They're
actually,
heavy.
yeah.
Do you really need that many pairs of shoes, and are you really gonna wear that many pairs of shoes? That's something you really have to think about. And also, when we're thinking about packing, I would say this: don't pack non-matching outfits. You know, an outfit that only works in one way, like I have to wear this shirt and these pants together, and that's it. They don't go with anything else. You don't want to do that, because then it's one outfit and that day is gone. So packing something for every day just takes up more space. What you want to do is pack things that intermatch, okay? So you can have 5 tops and 5 bottoms, and they all can kind of mix and match together, so you can turn those 5 things, those 10 outfit pieces, into like 20 different outfits instead of...
He's making some good points.
I already packed with this in mind, but
I
yes.
I
You have pretty neutral outfits. but
now
they're-
I do. Yeah, now I do.
I think he basically means don't pack statement pieces.
Yeah.
Only have one out per day kind of thing. And that really saves you a lot of space in your packing. And also, don't pack too much of your bling. Yes, I have my wedding ring on, and yes, my mom has a couple
No bling,
necklaces she
babe.
wears and her ring, but she doesn't have 19 other things to do, because here's the thing. The more bling you bring, it makes you more of a target in certain parts of Europe, okay? So you want to be careful with that. Also, the more bling you bring, it's more stuff that you have to not lose at the hotel, right?
Yeah.
And things you don't have to pack. So what you might want to do, if it's really important to you, go put it in the safety deposit box at home before you travel. Now, the next thing you don't need to bring are all of the gadgets. You know, this kind of goes back to that BuzzFeed thing, like, oh, this scale to weigh your luggage. Look, if you've packed enough that you're not sure if it's under the
I brought a scale.
But the one I think the
And
one
it
that you're
came
talking
in
about is
clutch.
different.
Yeah, I brought like this specifically for a suitcase.
40-pound limit, you have probably packed too much, okay? And now you have another thing that's going to weigh even more to put
Wait,
on
is
there.
there like an actual scale that people like a
Probably,
big one?
yeah, probably. We had an incident on the way back home with the weight for the you'll see if you go watch our vlog channel, you'll see
It's
it.
not gonna be up for a minute.
Yeah, but it's hilarious.
At the end.
Yeah.
You don't need it. Also, other kind of specific gadgets when it comes to hairstyling. Obviously, I don't have that problem. One, don't pack your hair dryer, and two, don't pack your hair straightener.
Listen, Baldy, you don't get to tell women what to pack.
Yeah.
I'm totally kidding, but I'm also not, because, listen, not everyone has the same hair.
Yeah.
Not everyone has hair that is, manageable without certain products,
Devices. Yeah.
This is something I tell my students every single time I take a group of students to Europe, and every time somebody doesn't listen, and every time somebody's hair
Damn.
catches on fire.
Oh, hell no.
No
Rebuke.
joke. Every time it happens, because you have this different voltage going through, and therefore your hair dryer, your hair straightener, they can't handle it. And literally, you might get lucky and it only pops the fuse. Other times it actually bursts
What?
into flames. And I've had students
I
that have
rebuke this
had
energy.
their hair catch on fire. Okay, so don't bring it. If you really want to make sure you have your own hair dryer and your own straightener, I suggest picking one up at one of the local stores when you get here, and you'll notice you don't have to go to a big box.
Okay, I'm sorry, Walter, but this is contradictory to your point, because then now you're going to have it there, and then you're going to, lug it around your whole trip, and you're going to have to carry
it
that
back.
home.
Yeah.
Or you're just going to waste your money and never use it again, or hope that you don't lose it when you bring it back home and remember it to bring it onto your next European trip. Just get one that has dual voltage.
All right.
But thankfully, I've never set anything on fire.
I know.
Because that's actually kind of scary.
US. And really, those two basically fit into this idea of not bringing electrical devices that can't handle the changes in the voltage and the ampage and all those kind of things. Because you may think, oh, I've got an adapter that I plug in the wall, I can plug anything into it. No, 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 no. Your phone, notice your phone has that cube, and your computer has that kind of big cubey chunky thing, and then you plug that into an adapter, and then that goes in the wall. Yeah, that chunky thing, that helps with all that conversion kind of stuff, so you don't have, things bursting into flames. So just leave the superfluous gadgets at home. And another thing you might want to leave at home, and I know this might sound silly to the Europeans listening to this, but don't bring any weapons. Now, I know the Europeans are probably like, yeah, Americans, don't bring your guns here. No, I'm not just talking about that. I'm talking maybe you have mace, or you have pepper spray, or you have a little wand baton, or maybe you have a taser for your safety. Look, you can't bring that stuff here. Like, you'll get arrested for
Damn.
that. You cannot have it. It's illegal in some countries in Europe. So those things you need to leave at home, okay? And if you're worried about your safety when you're coming to Europe, I'm going to tell you, if you live in the U.S. and you're coming to Europe, you are way safer here, anywhere you go, than you are
My
back.
man Walter speaking facts right there.
That's funny.
I mean, I do know there are areas of Europe that can be sketchy, 100%.
I don't even think it needs to be an unsafe area for something to happen here. That's the gag.
Yeah, that is a good point. Because there's a lot of like little thefts and even stabbings in like Santa
Okay,
Monica.
press play.
Right.
Back in the U.S., okay? Now,
Yeah,
another
it's
thing not
fine
to pack when you're
everywhere.
coming here is any kind of college sweatshirt, college t-shirt kind of thing, because, well, one, it gives you away as a tourist, right, that you're from the
Selfie.
U.S. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you want to meet other dog fans, like when you're around, hey, go Dogs, or hey, Alana fans, ILL, go for it. But the college
I want to
branded
know what he's saying in those
I know.
clips.
This is it's funny because in Asia, specifically Japan and sometimes Korea, people love wearing
they're frogs.
sweaters with American like college names and other stuff just for like fashion pieces, not for like
not to support
Yeah,
college, which
it's
is
so
totally
funny.
fine. It's in the thrift stores.
Yeah.
Stuff just kind of gives you away. The thing is, if you want to get your college branded sweatshirt, why don't you get one from Oxford or Cambridge when you're here, or VHS Universität Wien where I taught? You can do that. But honestly, those kind of things, I wouldn't pack those just because it just gives you away too much as a tourist. And next I want to talk about something that people are going to get very upset about. And I'm going to tell you this. Don't pack pillows. You want to know
Who the
why?
hell does that?
Well, you're going to pack a pillow, like if you get the neck pillow, at the airport, this big thing here, well, you have to carry that around for the next few days. And I love when people are backpacking in Europe and they've got it dangling off, they've got it dangling off the back of their backpack. Their backpack's on the ground, then it's on the floor and all this kind of stuff. You're like, ew, gross. Your neck pillow gets kind of nasty, but it's so big and bulky. Yes, it does make it more comfortable to fly. I'm not going to deny that, but do you want to carry that thing around for the next 3 weeks of backpacking in Europe? So you might not want to pack that. But also, I'm going to say this. Maybe
Those are
don't
worth it.
pack your pillow from home either.
Yeah,
Hear me out. Did
That's
you know
crazy.
in Europe, they have pillows. They have multiple pillows. They have lots of pillows. Lots of different sizes pillows. No, it's not going to be perfect like your pillow at home, but dragging your pillow around the world is not necessarily a really good thing to do because, one, you could lose it. If the hotel doesn't know that it's your pillow, they might switch it out and you don't even realize it, and you might lose it. But also just the fact that it's a big, unwieldy pillow, it could cause problems, and some airlines might consider it a carry-on luggage thing, and therefore it gives you less stuff you can actually take with you. And please, don't try to do the hack where you use your pillow as an extra hidden, suitcase
Clothing,
kind of
yeah.
thing. That's not cool. The thing is, if you're gonna be coming to Europe, you can pretty much get anything you want here in Europe. So you don't have to think, well, do they have diapers? Do they have aspirin? Do they have socks? Yes, they have it all. So you don't have to worry about it. So when you're worried and you're sitting there looking at your luggage going, do I need to take this? Well, ask yourself, do I wear it now? Because if you don't wear it now, you're not gonna wear it when you're traveling. 2, is it something I really need? Maybe if you don't really need it, maybe don't take it. And then 3, if it's something I can buy over there, if I really need it, maybe I don't need it here and I can get it when I'm over there, all right? So what are things you think American tourists shouldn't pack when they come to Europe? Let us know in the comments below to
Let
help
us
out
know,
other
guys.
travelers be better packed so you can be a nimble traveler to get around the world, because you don't have to be fit and trim to be a nimble traveler. Take my word for it. You can just pack well and it makes it all better. Anyway, I wish you all the best. I'll say bye from here in Stratford upon Avon.
Let
I
us
mean, I
know
agree
in the
for the most part.
comments. I feel like most of those were pretty obvious.
Yeah, they're pretty exactly common sense type of things. The only thing I know is Linda made a point because I could see why people would need a blow dryer or stuff like that specifically that works with them because if they
I
have
do feel
specific
like
hair.
most hotels have blow dryers, but not all of them have straighteners.
That's true.
And if you want a curling iron, some people like to use that too. And I mean, man, just show people how to pack it safely versus, I mean, I don't know. To me, you buy it there, you're spending more money, and it's just buy one you can use at home and overseas. Whatever, it's not that deep. Cool. I'm trying to see these comments. There are no raccoons in Austria.
Kangaroos.
What did I say? Raccoons? In my head, I saw a kangaroo. There are no kangaroos in Austria. Wow, there's not?
I never even imagined people pack their pillows. I don't think that's that common. I think the neck one is, yeah.
I
But-
have seen a hack years ago where people were saying, put some of your clothes in your pillowcase, and that's a way to get extra, I don't know, stuff overseas. I'm like, okay, to each their own, I guess.
All right. Leave your opinions below, guys, and whatever you agree with, whatever he missed out, let us know for our next trip to Europe. Just a little, go follow the vlog channel to be on top of that.
Don't lead people on like we have a Europe
No,
trip
it's not
planned.
planned, but I'm saying in the future, just join the ride, guys, on the vlog channel, okay?
Just go follow.
All right, guys.
Are you okay?
Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. Peace.
You good?